Should you tip your waiter? Should you spank your kids? Should we change the minimum wage?
What is up, everybody? This is Evan with the Limits with Clemens. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the show. Today is going to be a wonderful day, and I have a few things I want to talk about, but today's limit is something that's been going on recently, and it's something that everybody's been talking about a lot. I want to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency, and is Bitcoin or cryptocurrency worth it, or is it a scam? And that's the limit. God, man, I'm getting this intro down. I'm telling you, I have all that. Woo! I'm sorry, everybody. I have to be a little bit excited about just going off the top like that and nailing the timing on the intro. Can't I be excited about that? Before I get into this, all right, I'm drinking something different. I saw something. I don't know if it was Facebook or TikTok, but it was something about if you take Screwball and Crown Vanilla with a little bit of Coke, it's supposed to taste like a Reese's Buttercup. So instead of buying an entire bottle of each and wasting my money, I got the little shots, okay? I went to the local liquor store. Great people run it there. And I was telling them about it while I was getting my regular alcohol, and you know, they're like, well, why don't you try the little shots so you don't have to buy I didn't even think about it. I didn't even know they had the mini shots of, well, it wasn't Screwball, but it was another peanut butter tasting liquor, just a little travel shot. So it's what I'm drinking on. I just have this, so I might have to put a pause to this and refill this after I finish it. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It's not bad. Okay, it's not bad, but it's also not great. You know, I don't drink a lot of soda, or I don't drink any soda, so it's weird to be drinking something with so much syrup in it, I guess. With that said, anyway, let's actually move on to the subject matter. All right, I wanted to talk about cryptocurrency, and the reason is because it's becoming bigger and bigger by the day. I mean, even Bank of America announced its top 15. Oh, excuse me. See, I don't drink soda or anything like that. Some people call it pop. I don't drink it, and man, it's making me gassy now. But even Bank of America put its top 15 assets in cryptocurrency on, and it had a bunch of different ones with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, and a few others, obviously, because there's 15. And I'm not going to go into details on all of them. All right? I just don't have the time. Now, there's so much that goes in the cryptocurrency, all the stuff I want to talk about. I've thought about doing a 2-part episode here to kind of go over it. And so, first of all, I want to talk about what it is. Cryptocurrency, if you don't know, is a digital asset. It's a digital currency. Okay, it's the same thing as dollars, but it has its own value. So if you look at, let's talk about maybe the euro. Okay, euro is a money that it's used in Europe. All right, and it has its own value that's different from the dollar. Okay, some ask, when it comes to cryptocurrency, where does it get its value from? Now, where does any of it money get its value from? It used to be with the regular United States dollar. It used to be based on a gold standard. Now it's no longer a thing. Now you could argue and say that we have all this gold locked away, and really that's where the value comes from. But what money really gets value from is supply and demand. It's the value of what people think it's worth. Okay, it's like any other asset. If people lose faith in the dollar, the value will go down, and you'll need more of it to acquire other things. Especially with everything going on now with inflation, going into a cryptocurrency is being seen as a good investment now, because there is a limit to the amount of cryptocurrency available. And that's where a lot of value comes from. So if you look at Bitcoin, for example, okay, it's this digital asset with an owner that nobody knows the actual person. It's a pseudonym for it. And then, God, now I wish I had it in front of me. I should have written this stuff down, but it's like something Nakamoto. It's a Japanese style name where this person has been working on it. They put out a white paper. Basically, what that is a technical analysis of what it does and what it is. Okay, and what they said was that only X amount of Bitcoin is available or can be mined. And mining is a whole nother thing I don't want to go into. Basically, but it uses your computer or the equipment that you buy to run algorithms to find a mathematical equation to what they would call a block. Okay, and that block, there's only X amount of Bitcoin in that block that you can mine, and that will, once you mine it, it becomes yours. Okay, because of this, there is a limit to the amount, and I want to say it's 21 million Bitcoin, and I think that's the first number that comes to my head. Okay, Bitcoin, when it first came out in 2009, was worth mere pennies. Okay, mere pennies, and over time, if you look at the stats today, it just jumped it back up over $60,000 per one Bitcoin. Now, when cryptocurrency first came out, the big speculation was that it was used for a lot of illegal activities, a lot of illicit darknet activities, okay, where people would use an encrypted program to get onto an encrypted website to sell, to buy and sell things with other people, usually drugs, or you could even get credit card information or firearms or all kinds of stuff. You can get anything on the dark net. It's wild. Okay, but originally they assumed that Bitcoin transactions would be anonymous because it's not connected to your name. It's just connected to an address. Well, it turns out you can actually track that stuff if you if you do your due diligence on it. The other part is the common problem, other than that, okay, yeah, it could be used for illicit activities, but all money is. Okay, all money, the US dollar is probably used for more illicit activity than any other cryptocurrency. Okay, so you can't blame that as a reason to not trust in it, okay? But you have to get this digital wallet to store your assets in that only you can obtain. And basically, it's an encrypted wallet. It's usually an app on your phone or your computer, okay? And I would suggest a computer if you get one. And you need a passphrase, basically, to get into it to say that it's yours. Instead of just numbers or whatever, they made it a little more secure by using multiple words in a phrase that are randomly generated that becomes yours. You don't even get to pick them. It's the program picks them, and that's your words. So once you have that money and you can store it and you can do whatever you want with it afterwards, you can get Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies through websites like Coinbase, which just went public. Now, Coinbase is a huge marketplace to buy and sell cryptocurrency. Ideally, you don't want to store the stuff that you buy on a website like that because it's not technically yours. And that's the biggest thing with anybody that's an enthusiast about cryptocurrency is it's not yours unless it's in your personal wallet that nobody else can get. Okay, and that's what's so nice about it, because you take a loan out, you still owe the bank that money. But if you have cryptocurrency, it is yours and yours alone. The way that they decide all this stuff, sorry about the burping and everything. The way that it works, though, is we have what's called the blockchain. The blockchain is basically what verifies any transaction or anything that happens. So if I send money to you in Bitcoin, it goes onto the blockchain and it gets verified, and everybody knows it's a real transaction. So there's no way to fake these transactions. So it's legit. Yeah, it's a legitimate transaction. Nobody's robbing you or causing fraud because it's there, it's available, and anybody can see it and view it on a blockchain viewer. Okay, and so that's part of the reason why it's such an interesting thing, is because there's none of this backdoor shenanigans going on like there might be with, real money, or what they call fiat. All right. When you have physical money, you can hide it, you can put it in your sofa, you can trade it to somebody, you can give it to somebody for illicit drugs. It's in a suitcase. Anybody can take it at any time. Hell, even you can hack into somebody's bank and take their money. Okay. Hold on one second. My phone is going crazy, and I'm not sure why. I usually don't do this, but holy crap, I keep it on silent, but it's just going wild. All right, well, that's what you get for being in a group message. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. I should probably edit that out. Probably won't, because, hell, it's me, and I want to be as real as I can with you all. So the problem with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, it's boring to talk about, and it's boring to listen to. So it's hard to learn these things. So anybody that is not technically savvy is going to be turned off by it pretty quickly, because it's hard to understand. Okay, so to put it in layman's term, it's the same thing as a dollar. It's digital. The value is compared to the U.S. dollar. So what's nice about it is you can trade in smaller increments. So what we call pennies, they would do what the hell is the term for it? I don't know. Bits. You do just little, a decimal point of a Bitcoin. So if I wanted, $100, do like 0.001, whatever it might be, of a Bitcoin. So you can trade that much instead of doing just one full one, because who's got the 60 grand to buy just a Bitcoin real quick and just trade that back and forth? And so it's nice because it's available, and it's also quickly available. That's the other problem with real money, is that if you want to do a large transaction and purchase something, you have hoops to go through. Have you ever made a mortgage payment online or anything like that, where you say you're going to make the payment, and it says, "Thank you, confirm that your payment is being made," and then it's like 3 days before that payment's posted? That's because you're going 3 days of jumping from companies, and your money actually goes through a process of anywhere between 3 and 10 companies just to get it done. It's your bank talking to a processor, talking to another bank, talking to another processor, talking to the company that actually is involved. And depending on what you're buying, it's other processes involved in it too. So that's where the delay comes from, because none of it goes fast. And that's also the other part about cryptocurrency that's super neat. You can go instantly peer-to-peer, and by instantly, anywhere between, depending on which cryptocurrency, some are faster than others, like Nano, all right, which is literally instantaneous. And then I've seen Bitcoin take anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes to say that it's gone through. So, but 15 to 30 minutes is a lot better than 3 days if you have a large transaction to make. So a lot of people are getting a little bit heavier into cryptocurrency because of that, and because as more people grow interested in it, because of the demand, the price goes up, and that's just regular economics at that point. I shouldn't have drank that. Damn it! There's too much gas involved in it, too much carbonation. Can't do it. Anyway, so enough of the boring talk. What's so good about it? Okay. Now, I'm pretty frustrated because I could be a millionaire right now. Hell, I was trading Bitcoin and messing around with it back in 2010, 2011. I've seen it from 10 cents to $1, and I've had hundreds of these Bitcoins. Okay? I'm not going to tell you where it all went. It doesn't matter, okay? What I can tell you is that it was very hard to see the surge of Bitcoin over the last few years, because anybody online that had been looking at it knew that this was going to happen. But people that, like me, that was just kind of a day-to-day type of person, I wasn't super into it, just using it for my own pleasures, if you will. they knew this was going to happen, and all of a sudden it was $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for one Bitcoin, and I had hundreds of these 10 years ago. Just because. And so it's pretty frustrating when you know that you had all this. And hell, I wouldn't be making this podcast. I wouldn't be doing anything other than sipping a drink on the beach right now. But here I am because I'm an idiot and I didn't know any better. So now as people are trying to find the next big wave when it comes to Bitcoin, and this is where the problem comes. I don't know if anybody was trading in Bitcoin, a few years ago. Every time Bitcoin jumps, every other cryptocurrency jumps as well. They all kind of follow Bitcoin, okay? So we're looking at that, but all these other companies start creating their own cryptocurrencies. All these other people come up with ideas, and a lot of scammers and frauds come out and either do stuff to steal your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency, or scam you into buying in theirs, hoping that you'll be in the next big pump of whatever cryptocurrency. Hell, I've even done that. I've been part of a lot of these other smaller ones that now, if you look at it, are literally not even existent. If you go to the website, it's shut down because it's not a real thing, because all they did is take somebody's money. They sold millions of dollars of a cryptocurrency and then just disappeared. And so it was just a complete scam. Okay, and the problem is that's happening more and more. So you look at something like Dogecoin. Fucking Dogecoin. Are you kidding me? Anybody that has traded Dogecoin should know, and it got big recently because Elon Musk started talking about it. And that's another thing. I'll get into that in a second. Dogecoin, if you did not know, has been around since before Bitcoin. It is worthless. It has literally an unlimited supply, so there is no reason for it to continue to go up. The only reason it goes up is because people that are buying it continue to buy it. The price will go up and it'll stay there, and it might go up and might jump up again, honestly. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at it as an investment for your future, Dogecoin is not the way. It literally is a meme coin. It's a dog. Okay, the entire point of it is to be a meme. That's how it started. That's how it will end. And if you're investing in it hoping you'll be a millionaire, you're looking in the wrong place. The reason it got so big is because of Elon Musk. And this is where cryptocurrency gets a little hairy. You can literally change the course of a cryptocurrency based on a tweet, because there's no regulation behind cryptocurrency. That's what's so exciting about it. This is old school Wall Street now. Why do you think everybody's jumping into it? Because they can make quick gains, but the problem is they'll make quick losses. So somebody like Elon Musk tweets out I think all he did is just say Doge, and it jumped up like 100%, more than 100%. And anybody that invests is like, hell, that's easy money. And so this is where a lot of people just like, I'm going to do whatever I can to jump in on this. And when you have an app like Robinhood that's free and you can get all this stuff, it's easy to make that money. But Robinhood's even worse to trade on because it's really not even yours. You can't even transfer the stuff you buy out of that account into your own wallet. You're just basically saying, I think I'm an owner of it and I think I can trade it and make money, but you really can't. So with that said, don't buy Dogecoin. And now they have this new one, Shiba. You know what? I jumped in on Shiba, okay, because the same thing's going to happen to that happened to Doge. It's going to jump up, and I think it's another meme coin, so I'm not that worried about it. It's not a long-term investment. All right, if you're looking for investment advice, Ethereum and Bitcoin are the biggest ones. People talk about things like Cardano, right, which was made by MIT people. I don't even know if they were graduates or not. But they've even said themselves they don't think it'll be a high-value cryptocurrency. And the problem is nobody knows what these things are being used for. Why does it gain value other than supply and demand and what people think of it? Now, some actually do have true value. You look at something like VeChain. It's actually being used in China to legitimize if something is counterfeit or fraud or not. Like they use it for some shoes because there's a huge black market there for fake items like bags like Gucci bags or Nike shoes and whatnot. And so they will have little things in there that are put on the blockchain that says this is legitimate. If you have this, it's on the blockchain. And the one thing I don't understand are the NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, I think, something like that. Basically, what that is you can buy something, you have all the rights to it, and it's all cryptocurrency. I don't understand NFTs. If you do, drop a comment. All right, let's get the conversation rolling on that, because I'm not 100% sure on it. But all I know is that they have this insane value, and you have all the ownership rights to it. And it'll be stuff like a picture or a meme video. And apparently you can't post it anymore if you buy the rights to it. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that it is incredibly difficult to explain anything when it comes to cryptocurrency. What I can tell you is that some of it is a scam and some of it is not. And I think it's going to shoot up again, and I think it's going to crash again, and it's going to get a lot of people burnt. But the problem is the people that are getting burnt are the people that don't know any better. All right? And there's a reason. There's an entire saying, which is HODL, HODL, basically hold, but misspelled. I don't know where it came from, okay? But you just need to hold, all right? You don't buy or you don't sell any of it. You just continue to hold. Procure more when the price goes down and hold. Because the more you buy and hold, the price will go up, which is, weirdly enough, the same thing that they're talking about AMC and GameStop stock. You know, if you continue to buy and hold it, ideally, there'll be a huge shot, what they call a moonshot, and it'll jump up. Everybody will make their money and it'll sell and it'll drop off again. So cryptocurrency it's got so many layers to it. You know, I would look at Ethereum, which is built by this Russian kid. I'm not even going to try to say his name. And that's basically the next Bitcoin, which I think actually has better potential than Bitcoin. Because it is in itself basically a program that people build onto. Other tokens, other cryptocurrencies are built into the Ethereum network. The Ethereum network has a lot of different things where you can build apps and games into it. And you can do so much in the entire network of Ethereum that it's kind of exciting to watch. And I think it's, you know, if you want my personal advice, excuse me, every time I take a drink, I can't drink carbonation. But if you look at Ethereum, compared to Bitcoin, there's a lot more work being done on Ethereum. And it's about to go into what they call Ethereum 2.0. It's about to change the game and cryptocurrency altogether. And so as things change, it's going to get better. And I think the price is going to go up. That is my big sell on cryptocurrency. I think Ethereum is the way to go. Bitcoin is always going to be basically the daddy crypto. All right, that's the one you can just hold on to for your rainy day fund if you want. You know, for me, my retirement fund is I have a lot of stuff in stocks and ETFs and you know, money market and bonds. Okay, I have an IRA, I have a 401k, but I also have a good percentage in cryptocurrencies. And then I also have a small portfolio that I just trade cryptocurrencies just to play with. Because you can trade, and this is where things get real hairy, right? The same way that you can trade stocks or even money, you can, you know, do foreign money exchanges where you can buy, you know, like euro, and if the dollar becomes more valuable, you buy back the dollar for more money at that point. The same way you can do that, same thing happens. There are marketplaces and basically trading apps for cryptocurrency. And so as Bitcoin goes up or down, other what they call altcoins go up or down, and you can trade them against each other to try to get more money in the end. And so you'll take one, put into something that is worth nothing. It takes a quick bump up. You sell it back, find the next token, and you just wait for that to jump up, and you sell it again. And that's just how it works. And it's an easy way to make money if you're patient and if you take your time to watch it. And a lot of people are in groups on like Discord and stuff, and there's a lot of pump and dump groups. All right, you look at Telegram, you look at Discord, and in these pump and dump groups, all they do, all right, is tell you, okay, buy, and then it sells. The problem is, if you really want to make the money, you got to be one of the top people. The people in these pump and dump groups are usually losing money because you get the buy signal after it's already rocketing and somebody's making their money. And then you're hoping to make money and it's already on the sell-off. So you have to be quick with it and you need to know what you're doing. So I don't suggest getting into it unless you actually know what you're doing. Anyway, if you do have any other questions about cryptocurrency, please do not be afraid to ask. I don't know everything about it, but I do know that I'm pretty upset with myself for not having Bitcoin or holding on to some when I had the chance. It would have been smart to even hold on to one or two. And so when it comes down to it, hell, get one or two of any crypto. But I don't think, at least not in the next 10 years, any other cryptocurrency is going to jump up like Ethereum and Bitcoin did. I really don't. I think it's long past that time. I think too many eyes are on it. And I think that's one of the reasons it jumped, is because it went from only certain people did it. Only the technical savvy people played with it. And then it started getting a little more exposure. And then all of a sudden it jumped up and it went, and because not a lot happened, it died down again. And if you look at all the graphs and all the charts and everything, the cycle is pretty consistent. It jumps up, stays there, and here in, what they call the Chinese New Year, because a lot of the stuff is being traded in China and mined in China during the Chinese New Year, a lot of sales go on and the cryptocurrencies start to drop. So if they're all dropping at that point, then there's not really any excitement for it, and everything starts to fall off again. And because of that drop, it's months and months, and hell, even a year, and a couple years even, until the next big blow up or the next big moonshot. And that's just been the cycle of Bitcoin. And it'll happen again. I think this next year it's going to be pretty steady and stay at 60. And I think it'll sell off here in February or March, and then it'll be like that for a year before it jumps up again. So if you're looking at cryptocurrency, buy and hold. Don't get in thinking that you're going to make a bunch of money. Don't go and buy Dogecoin because everybody else is doing it. That's just stupid. You're going to lose your ass on it. Like I said, there's an unlimited supply, so it will go away. It's not a scam, but it's a meme. Okay, they didn't make that coin to be a scam, but all the people telling you to buy it don't know what the hell they're talking about. At least when it comes to real investment advice. I mean, there's a chance that it could jump up and you'll make money off of it and you'll be like, fuck you, you were wrong. But if you're looking at long term, I promise you I'm right. Anyway, if there's anything else that you're interested in knowing, all right, Bitcoin is super interesting. I want to apologize, though, to everybody that's listening, or even watching, I should say. It's been a while since I made a video. I've had a lot of things going on, and I'll probably discuss it on another podcast, okay? I want to take my time with processing everything going on in my life, and you'll see me go through some changes here, and you'll see why, and I'll explain it a little bit more. I do want to give a shout out to all the people that have helped me get to where I am now. I love all of you, and thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment on the Facebook page. I love talking to you people, and I've gotten several messages, and thank you so much for those messages. I want to continue that dialogue, continue having this conversation, and that's all I got for now. And this is Evan with Lemons with Clemens.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Lemons with Clemens. If you want to hear more, be sure to like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube.